This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are the things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations. You hear footsteps behind you. You turn. And then, an ad. Don't let horror be the only thing that surprises you. For just $4 a month, Fable and Folly Plus keeps the scares uninterrupted. Sign up at fableandfolly.com/plus before it's too late.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. It's been a while, hasn't it? First off, let's get this out there. Season 3 is coming. Hopefully soon. There's been a lot of work at the library, and I need to pay the bills. So if you're a rich, handsome stranger who wants to give us a bunch of money to make this our full-time job, I'm listening. I'm always listening. Even when you sleep. Kidding. Sorry, I was shelving KGB books all night. It does things. Speaking of things, and doing, I feel bad that we haven't given you anything to listen to for a while. So, I wanted to tell you about a new, fun and funny audio drama you can lend your ears to while waiting for Season 3 of Land Whale. It's called Untitled, which is the title. The title is Untitled. It's not an untitled title. There's a link to the show in the episode description. Pray for their SEO. Untitled is the story of Phelan, a middle-aged squire having a midlife crisis in the Middle Ages. The knight to whom he serves is terrible. The princess he adores is uninterested, and there's a new page named Arthur who seems to have a bright, some would say legendary, future ahead of him. Can he relight Squire Desire? Probably not for at least 6 seasons, and a special. So, if you're into medieval mischief, dark ages dorkiness, or general Western historical hysterics, give Untitled a try. I've generously put the first episode in this very feed drop. I know, I'm a veritable Alfred of Northumbria. So, to recap, listen to Untitled, Land Whale Season 3, coming soon, rich investors, give me a ring, multiple meetings, and enjoy. Here we go.
Support for this podcast comes from Sad Brewing Company. Life hasn't turned out like you hoped. For thousands of years, people have been using alcohol to drown their sadness. Now, you can drink literal sadness. Our jaded brewmasters infuse actual human tears into brews like Wasted My Best Years with Him Pilsner and our award-winning This Job Has Killed My Spirit IPA. Use promo code I Have No More Friends for 20% off our monthly beer club. Sad Brewing Company. Give up, drink up.
Come on! Damn it! Well, don't just sit there. Help me. Yes, I'm talking to you, listening on your earbuds / portable speaker cube / automotive sound system. Call me Phelan, as in the word fail. The writers were very clever with that one, weren't they? Oh, let's name him after the thing he always does. Oh, either that or we'll actually have to work hard for a joke. I'm a middle-aged squire. At the moment, trying to pull a sword some jerk stuck into this stone. Yes, a middle-aged squire. Laugh all you want. And, I know, squires don't need swords. Knights do. But I'm not a squire by choice. As a child, I dreamed of becoming a knight. The way they were treated. Somebodies in a kingdom of nobodies. So, I took all the required classes, intro to parrying, comparative chivalry. Then I paid my dues. I should have been promoted by now. That's how it works at your job, right? Yeah, I thought so. I'm exactly where I was all those years ago. Is it the fates I cry into the dried sheep's bladder I use for a pillow? Or is that how the kingdom really works? Few get chosen, the rest play assistant to someone with more connections and gonorrhea than them. Perhaps I should be content with esquiring, with mediocrity itself. Like you are, dear listener. I could always try the wrong way. Oh, God! Oh, come on! I need grease! God, son of a bitch! Did any of you bring a crowbar?
Untitled, a scripted audio comedy. Yes, they're going with Untitled. They think it has double meaning or something, I don't know. I tried to talk them out of it, it's really just not that clever. Episode 1, Middle-Aged.
Hiding from me, Phelan.
I, Sir Mountjoy, in your knight's quarters, reading a book in plain sight.
Clean my helmet. 'Twas used last night for catching vomit.
Your honorable vomit, Sir Mountjoy?
There I was, at the tavern, standing atop a barrel of ale, on my hands, guzzling upside down. I named it a barrel stand. Brilliant, eh?
In the future, millions of men like you will think so.
Get to it! The thrill of combat awaits. A night never rests when there's dragons to slay and damsels to slay.
Certainly, sir. Though one wonders if there couldn't be other definitions of knight than yours.
Ha! Did you learn that in... what's the thing in your hand again?
A book.
Ah, that's the sound I make when I thrust. Book!
Yes. Yes, you do. That's... oh, well, that's disgusting. This book, 'tis called Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Let me read to you if you can bear to listen for more than 4 seconds.
Okay.
It isn't manly to be enraged. Rather, gentleness and civility are more human, and therefore manlier. The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength.
May I see that?
Ah, of course, sir. It is a very wise and... oh, that's it. Rub it on your genitalia, right on the balls.
Booking your book.
Oh, that's going to smell fantastic.
Good morn, Sir Mountjoy. Good morn, Phelan.
Artie!
Artie.
Ah, my boy, school your colleague Phelan here on what a true knight's code is.
A knight must have honor, chivalry, loyalty, valor,
And a massive throbbing cock.
and a massive... Oh, no, Sir Mountjoy. You tricked me.
Aye, and he's been a-tricketing every woman who asks about his blisters, too.
You'll make a fine knight someday, Artie. Unlike this dastard Phelan. Come, I'll tell you how I once got stuck in a mistress's cave of despair.
Oh, was it for a long time?
Enough for me. I left before she could say. Ha ha! So much booking! Booked her from the front, booked her from the back. Booked her in all the cardinal directions. North, south, east, west, head, bottom.
Where do they find these writers? The Middle Ages? Oh, never mind little Artie. He's a young page, lower in rank than a squire, even. Artie's always going on about how knights should sit at a round table as equals. I mean, come on. How stupid is that? He cares more about the seating arrangements. Yeah, he's definitely not going anywhere. All of us nobodies, we're crawling all over each other to get ahead. And some of us just won't die already. Thumb! I'm monologuing here. Can you go morbidly moan somewhere else?
Phelan, I'm hungry, and my body hurts too much for work.
Oh, well, your mouth is working fine. Imagine that. Helping you would only set me back.
From what, merciful Phelan?
Obtaining a sword, becoming a knight, verbally abusing squires like us for a change.
But help you give me will be help you receive. I sweareth.
Well, I've heardeth that before. I scratch your back, you suddenly get leprosy, and your hands can't scratch mine. He will never be me, but how can I raise my lowly status? My more enlightened view of knighthood won't win me any points. You heard my Philistine boss. I need combat. Like, I don't know, slaying a dragon or saving a damsel, though damsels in need are pretty rare these days. And they're unionizing, so they're kind of hard to book for a quick gig. Aha! What's this? Princess, they drunkenly chant. You know what that means. Of course not. You're probably multitasking while listening to this. There she is, Miss Middle Ages. Princess Marilee. Methinks 'tis early in the day for one of noble status to bend the elbow.
Me thought it was too late, actually. Is it not dark outside, Phelan?
Ha! Me thunk correctly. You drunk.
Then I shall go lie down in the forest to bask in the sun's rays. Phelan, did you know ladies in France are exposing their naughties to the sun?
Well, all good trends start in France. Overthrowing monarchs, guillotining the rich.
What? Do they do that there?
Someday. The squire can only dream.
Ah, you are clever. Not enough for me to accept your proposal, though.
Well, I suppose vowing to put a gold scepter in your hand and making you queen isn't enough for marrying me and begetting a conqueror or two?
Princess Marilee. Marry a squire.
At the moment, a squire, but soon, a knight.
Who is the drunk one now?
Presenting Princess Marilee from somewhere. Nobody cares where, actually. Her kingdom was dumb enough to waste their precious princess stock on our kingdom's prince. But when she arrived here, he changed his mind. Or his boyfriend changed it for him. Now the fair maiden lives the #tavern life, waiting for the day the prince comes to his senses, and no longer inside his you-know-who.
Phelan, a few of these ladies at the bar are princesses, too. All jilted by the same fickle prince.
Dare I say he has a type?
Meh.
And that type lacks, quote, naughties?
He's a typical man. Can't stomach commitment. When I lie down in the forest later, perchance, like a fairy tale, he'll come lay by my side.
Keep drinking, my lady. A laying'll happen sooner or later. Huh. Imagine my good luck here. I, in need of a damsel in distress, and a damsel about to pass out in that dress. She'll stumble drunkenly into the forest. Then yours truly will follow to save her. Ha ha ha. But from what? Dragons don't really exist. You know which streaming service to go to for dragons if you're into that kind of a thing. But some people here still do believe in dragons, though. Aha! Thumb, are you falling asleep or dying?
I can't tell anymore, Phelan.
That's just how I like all my coworkers. Have I do a simple plot. Do as I do and you shall gain a lot. Meats, breads, a vegetable without maggots. So, you ready?
To eat?
To watch, listen, and copy me.
I'm a dragon!
Huh? Can you do that, but wearing a dragon costume?
Dunno. Never acted before.
How about you starve to death because you didn't try?
Could I have the food now, so I have the strength to dragonfy for this role?
No, if I give it to you now, fall asleep you might.
If you give it to me later, die I will.
Exactly. 'Tis called project management. Ha ha! I like that. I think that's gonna stick. Wait here, don't expire, a dragon costume I shall acquire. Oh, there's rhyming in this show, too. Just a trigger warning. All right, finding a dragon costume here. I can't exactly buy one from a store. Halloween isn't for another, 500 years. Not to worry. I'll ask this woman dressed as a witch. Ahem. Could you tell me from whence you procured your witch costume? Huh? Aha, the poor thing is hard of hearing. The costume, lady! Where the hell'd you get it?
A real witch I be, same as thou art a fool.
See, that's the problem with people from my time. You ask a simple question, they make it personal. Fine. Witch, conjure me up a dragon costume. I'll trade you for some newt's eyes or bat wool or whatever.
Play no role in your plot, will I? Doomed to fail 'tis.
Well, if that happens, this podcast is toast. So start helping, or we'll both be on unemployment again.
Any plot of yours is accursed, I say.
Heard you the first 3 times. Okay, get up. So much for Operation Saving Damsel in Distress. A pity. I had my post-damsel saving remarks all worked out, too. You want to hear them? All right. right, shout out to the almighty pagan deities. I couldn't have done without you. Well, I mean, what can I say? You just gotta take it one damsel at a time, you know? At the end of the day, it was a team effort. Luckily, my teammate didn't starve to death. And scene. Thank you. Thank you.
Thespian.
The fuck you call me?
An actor, be you?
Oh, no, be me. I mean, I dabble. All the world's a stage. I coined that, by the way. But no, I'm but a lowly squire.
'Tis a noble, albeit lowly profession, squiring and acting. I drag this wagon cart all about the kingdom, performing for the little ones. Alas, if I could only fill my belly with their innocent delight.
Yeah, children's meat will do in a pinch. Hang-a-thon, did you say children's theater?
Aye, fairy tales, stories of knightly heroism.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm right there with you. Brainwash them early, I say. Just a quick question. Would you happen to possess a dragon costume by chance?
Not by chance, by design.
Yes! Thus, with one blow to the noggin, I filled a perilous plot hole. Guilty, I did knock him the F out. But don't worry about him. Actors, they're used to rejection. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what's your expression? Let's get ready to fake rumble! Welcome back. If you like the show, keep listening, or I will cease to exist. Not counting the imaginations of a few destitute creatives. Anyway, we were in the woods next to a town. A starving man, wearing a dragon costume that's never been washed, by the way, is about to lay siege to a half-drunk princess. You know, I really should thank that actor fellow I knocked unconscious. I even borrowed one of his wooden swords. Perfect for vanquishing dragons made of cheap fabric. Princess Marilee shouts for help. My cue. Gentle and trusting townsfolk, I, Phelan the Squire, the Brave, hear something afoul. A damsel in the woods is distressed, and this being dragon season and all, a surprise 'tis not. Dragons are real. Look it up, sheeple. Fair maiden, fear not. The finest blade in all the land is near. My name again is Phelan. That's Failyn. Feel free to mention me to those with knight-nominating power. Those cries for help! They're so terrifying to behold with mine ears. I can delay no longer. Her very life is at stake.
Not sure of that. Her pillows hath turned to hello.
That dragon's fire hath chilled to sweet nothings.
That's a good point.
You know, not every damsel is classically trained in shouting for help. Alone I shall face down thee. We should probably just assume it's a dragon. The poor creature, he hath seconds of breath left to expel.
That creature hath seconds before expelling, but not of breath.
Nailed it.
Oh, shit means come.
That's what I meant.
God, if you want something done, you just gotta put on a dragon costume and do it yourself. Wait, who is that?
I was wandering the forest, on the hunt for swordplay. Luckily, my sword 'tis always ready to be played with. I speak of my penis.
Zoons! Sir Mountjoy? With the princess? And clearly he skipped the harassment workshop. Oh, where is Thumb? Okay, well, still a sizable crowd waiting to find out what happened. Ha! 'Twas a false alarm! No damsel!
Well, that can't be. We heard her. You did too.
Oh, well, I only brought a wooden sword. It's hard to kill anything by giving it splinters. I'm just gonna go get a real one real quick.
Wait,
You left her alone in the forest with some horny beast or man?
Her father and mother would not want her virtue or life taken like this.
I don't know. Evolving parenting standards these days, huh? I'll be off.
And if it be a man, did the wooer obtain proper consent?
A Christian soul would stop it before it goes any further.
Guilty, still a pagan. I really should update my faith to the latest version.
Back you
go.
Forgive my cries for help upon seeing you, Sir Mountjoy. I'm often bothered by men of lower status, more in love with my riches and title than my soul. Phelan!
Dastard! Interrupting my moment of conquest.
Conquest? Phelan, what are you doing here?
What am I doing? Unhand her, dragon, or I'll mount your head upon my mantle! Just checking in with you guys. Can I get you a coffee, tea, snack, or anything?
Begone, dastard, or I'll give you a thrashing.
What's that? Dragon? You doubt the sharpness of my blade? Oh, no, you didst not!
What are you yelling about?
Sir Mountjoy, 'tis a new trend, shouting crazy scenarios for the merriment of passers-by. They call it improv. For example, listen here, dragon! You'll die easily by Phelan's hand! He's the bravest knight in all the land! Okay, so now, like, you say something.
First there was this, then there was that, and I don't know.
I be a young page named Marty. What happens in the woods?
So there's a damsel thought to be in distress, then rapture, then a fight twixt a dragon, maybe, and a skinny, aging man.
That whelping sounds like Squire Phelan, gasping for his life.
I told you to go, bastard!
Yeah, just some feedback, Sir Mountjoy. Chasing me around is not an aspect of improv. You should say I, and then add to what I said.
Stand still, so I can paint your face in blood.
Yeah, right. Tiny note on that. Could you use somebody else's blood? Hey, Princess! Reading Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, I see. I commend thee on the choice.
I especially like this part about men not being too quick to anger.
Yes, it's a meaning sadly lost on many.
Oh, I can stand by no longer. That scaly scourge must be stopped.
No, you mustn't. You're much too young.
I fear not death, for there are all ages of heroes in heaven and cowards in hell. Off to battle I go!
That boy almost makes me ashamed for standing by and doing nothing.
Not me.
I did say almost, didn't I?
Oh, Phelan, you've run me ragged. Never has an opponent exhausted me so that I can hardly stand.
My apologies, sir. I'd show a little more contrition if I weren't lying face first with you sitting on me.
Pity you weren't born a fox, or some creature for whom running away is a mark of its prowess. You're just a fantastically able fraidy cat.
Yes, I appreciate the performance review and for you not breaking wind while you're sitting up. Yep. There it is, a silent, fluttering gale. How courteous of you. May I get up now?
Princess, apologies for the coarse behavior. Has it spoiled your mood for coarse behavior?
Ugh. I suppose not, Sir Mountjoy.
Yeah, the moment's gone for me, if anyone cares.
The presence of Phelan here, however.
Oh, sure. Well, I could kill him. You know, squires are so easy to replace. Or he could join.
Oh, gross.
Oh! Prepare to die, dragon.
Combat sounds. Actual fighting.
What do you call what we just did?
A black mark on manhood, maybe?
Warm-up complete. Sword primed. Dastard, prepare to collect the limbs of those I maim.
Yeah! Oh, goody! Limb stew for dinner. A little help, princess?
I'll help you. Better than you tried to help me, FYI.
I know, it's like they just think we're idiots and...
Townsfolk, allow Phelan some space.
And perfumes! What you doth smell on me, another dealt. Just
Want to make that clear.
What happened to the dragon, and are you the damsel in distress?
Distress? No, tis all a big misunderstanding.
Now to the part I excel at. The excuse.
What the princess means is wrapped she was in the most magnificent dragon-filled dream.
Not exactly a dream.
Oh, yeah? How about sweaty drunken tryst with the sleaziest knight in the land?
Aye, a dream! Oh, the sensations. So vivid. I could not help but make those sounds.
Oh, a sex dream, was it?
Sure.
I like those a lot. 'Tis all I have to live for.
Well, then let's go drink and further discuss our sex dreams, shall we? Now, right now.
Wait, what happened to the young page who happened by? Is he still in the forest?
I'm sorry, a young page, did you say?
He bravely ventured to save this maiden's honor and or life.
Cool for him. Now to the tavern and or home.
Look, the boy returns.
'Twas a vicious beast, but I laid siege to him before he could unleash his fiery breath.
State thy name again, future knight.
Yeah, he goes by Artie, Sir Artie, if you're emblazoning shields for him already.
3 cheers for Artie!
3 cheers for Artie!
Hip, hip, hooray!
Way to go, kid!
Hip, hip, hooray! Hip,
Curious, where is this dragon? And was he like a big one, or sort of more of a man-sized in a smelly costume?
Oh, I left his dispatching to Sir Mountjoy, who joined our battle midway.
Oh, smart lad.
Plenty for you to slay in your incredibly bright future.
Oh, here comes Sir Mountjoy now.
I captured a dragon for all the kingdom to see.
Oh.
Yeah, a dragon named Thumb.
'Tis a man! Sort of.
Phelan, my hunger is gone. Sir Mountjoy pounded my kidney up into my stomach, so now I feel full.
Yes, and if you tell anyone, Thumb, I put you in this costume, I'll pound the other one down and give you a third testicle.
Explain yourself, costumed man.
If I don't explain myself, will you pound my kidney in any specific direction?
I reckon not.
Well, Phelan's offer for me to keep quiet is better, so quiet I'll keep.
Throw Phelan in the stocks!
Aye!
Okay, look, I know this seems bad, dear listeners, but don't you abandon me now, too. There's still a chance I could escape here with my dignity. Although dignity is overrated compared to not bleeding. Sir Mountjoy, considering no one was hurt and even a bit of fun was had, would leniency not be the whole of your course?
Your lavish tongue is drying up, old hand.
Maybe moist enough for the time being? Oh, gross. I recognize his expression. He's thinking of that threesome idea. That's how his brain works. Everything is sex and violence. Knights code my ass.
I suppose all's well that ends.
Those dreams you have, Princess, do they ever involve other damsels?
That ends awkwardly. That was weird. Time to drink?
Definitely an eye for me.
Well, it's a beautiful day in the kingdom, a beautiful day in the kingdom. Life is unfair, life is unfair. Back to esquiring for me, mucking out the stables. Sir Mountjoy calls it horse duty. As in clean up his horse's duty before he beats yours out of you.
A wit for the ages he is.
As for my recent failed gambit, such a useful word, gambit, as in Phelan gambled his credibility, and it bit him in the ass. I always manage to find revenge in my own little ways. Example, check out my shovel. It's Sir Mountjoy's helmet / vomit bucket / equine pooper scooper. Order today and I'll throw in a second helmet / vomit bucket / equine pooper scooper at no charge. It wasn't a fair fight with Sir Mountjoy. Me with a wooden play sword, him with one he stole from a Viking dying of typhus. Perhaps, don't know, I could have beaten him, thus proving I'm worthy of being knighted. Which is why I've been slowly, carefully, loosening that sword in the Artie, you twerp! Let go of that! Oh, I will not let you seize that sword for yourself.
Pardon.
That is my sword. My sword!
I only wanted to try, since 'twas stuck in the stone for so many months. Regretful I am, Phelan.
Irritating you is, Artie.
Please, Phelan. My real name, be Arthur.
Be Arthur? Sorry, that name is already taken. Be gone. I have seniority over you.
Oh.
Typical for my life, really. I do the work, someone else steals the reward. Not this time, ladies and gentlemen. Not this sword. What? Arthur must have jammed it in the stone even tighter. It's just a stupid sword, I guess. No different than another. What? It's just any old sword, right? You got quiet all of a sudden. What have you heard? This isn't like a very special episode or anything. Tell me. Come on, you want to see what a nice, pretty sword it is, don't you? Hey, stop the end music. We are not done. The sword. What about it? Is it like a magical sword or something? Fine, don't help. Just like in the cold open. I'll just yank harder. Need to put my back in. Or I'll tie a horse to it and I'll fucking drag it out. Good old horsepower never failed, huh? My kingdom for a... Oh, fuck it. You know the rest.
Untitled, Episode 1, Middle-Aged. Balin was played by Bob Turton. Actually, a nice guy. Princess Merrily by Abby A.O. Really the sweetest girl. Sir Mountjoy by Josh Covett. Really not at all toxic. Thumb by Kevin Ocampo. Quite a smart guy, actually. And Arthur by James C. Not some punk-ass kid. Additional cast included Angelique Perrin, Blake Walker, Katie Massa Kennedy, and Jaya Subramanian. The credits were read by Phil Richards, the handsomest man in the world. Untitled was written and edited by Nihar Patel. A marginal talent. Check out Episode 2. There'll be a location change.
The Fable and Folly Network, where fiction producers flourish.